Good morning, children. In the given figure, ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB equal to AC, AD bisects exterior angle PAC, and CD parallel to AB. Show that angle DAC equal to angle BCA, and also ABCD is a parallelogram. So, what is given in the question? Already diagram is given. ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB and AC are equal. That means angle 1 and angle 2 are equal, right? Now AD bisects exterior angle PAC. PAC means this only, and it is equally divided. So 3 and 4 also equal, since AD is the bisector. Now CD parallel to AB. These two sides are parallel. Okay, next show that angle DAC equal to angle DAC equal to angle BCA, means 4 and 2 are equal. We should prove. Now let us see what is given in the question. We should write given ABCD is a parallelogram. AB equal to AC, CD parallel to AB. To prove, angle DAC equal to angle BCA, that is the first one. Second one, ABCD is a parallelogram. Proof. AB equal to AC implies angle 2 equal to angle 1. Equation number 1, angle opposite to equal side. Now exterior angle property, what we can write? Angle PAC equal to angle ACB plus angle ABC. PAC means angle 3 plus 4. ACB means angle 2 and angle 1. Angle 2 and 1 are equal. So what we can write? It is equal to angle 2 plus angle 2 using 1. Now angle 3 plus 4 also, if you consider by bisector property, we can write angle 4 plus angle 4 equal to 2 times of angle 2, or we can say that 2 times of angle 4 equal to 2 times of angle 2 implies angle 4 equal to angle 2. Here what we can write? Bisector property. Now angle 4 equal to angle 2 means what we can write? Implies angle DAC equal to angle BCA. Hence proved. Okay, hence proved, we can write a proved first part. Right. Next, ABCD is a parallelogram. We have to prove the second part. Now angle DAC equal to angle BAC means AD parallel to BC. Alternate interior angle. So here equation 1 we have used. So I can write here equation 2. Right? Given that AB parallel to CD, equation number 3. Using 2 and 3, what we can say? Two pair of opposite sides are parallel. Therefore, ABCD is a parallelogram. Proved 2. ABCD is a parallelogram. E is the midpoint of BC. AE is the bisector of angle A. Prove that AB equal to half AD. So what is given? ABCD is a parallelogram. E is the midpoint of BC. That means BE equal to EC. AE is the bisector of angle A. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. To prove AB equal to half AD. Proof. Since ABCD is the parallelogram, what we can say about AB and CD? Both are equal. AB equal to CD and also BC equal to AD. We have to prove that AB equal to half AD. It is already given that AE is the bisector. That means angle 1 equal to angle 2 is given there, right? Because of the bisector property. Next, angle 1 and 3 if we consider, what you can say? Because this is a parallelogram, right? And this will be 1 and 3 will be the alternate interior angle. So we can write that angle 1 equal to angle 2 bisector property. Angle 1 equal to 3 alternate interior angle property. Implies angle 2 equal to angle 3, right? Now angle 2 and 3 are in one triangle only, that is ABE. So 3 opposite side is AB and 2 opposite side is BE. Means side opposite to equal side, equal angles. Okay, not clear. BE, right? Next, AB and BE are equal, we got. That means AB equal to half of BC. Because E is the midpoint, it is already given, right? Implies AB equal to half of BC. BE means E is the midpoint, therefore we can write that half of BC. So what we can write? AB equal to half AD. BC and AD are equal. So what is the reason I have to write here? Opposite sides of the parallelogram. Here equation 1 I can write. Now angle 2 equal to 3, AB equal to B, we have written the reason. Now we got AB equal to half BC, AB equal to half AD using 1. Now what is the final result we need? AB equal to half AD. Hence we have got the result. Hence proved. So in diagram itself 1, 2, 3 is marked and a diagram is given. So there is no need of repeating the values and all, like that we can go. But in case 1 and 2 is not written here and we are giving the name 1, 2, 3, means the diagram must be copied in the question answer sheet and then name it, and here we should write angle 1 is what, angle 2 is what, angle 3 is what. That is our selection only. In case it is marked in the question, there is no problem, directly we can go for angle 1 and 2 like this. Otherwise we should write here and the diagram should be the right side. In the question paper, if it is given everything is marked, you are not doing any in the construction, then you can avoid the diagram itself. Otherwise we must keep the diagram. PQRS is a parallelogram. PO and QO are respectively the angle bisectors of angle P and Q. Line LOM is drawn parallel to PQ. Prove that PL and QM are equal and also LO equal to OM. So what is given in the question? PQRS is a parallelogram. Next, angle bisectors of angle P and Q. So that means this is a bisector. If I mark angle 1 and 2, it will be equal, and here also 3 and 4. So the diagram we must copy because we are naming the angles name, right? Next, line LOM is drawn parallel to PQ. That means this is also parallel to PQ only. All the three are parallel now. Prove that PL equal to QM and also LO equal to OM. Okay, so we'll write given now. PQRS is a parallelogram, and from our diagram angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 3 equal to angle 4 because of the bisectors. Now it is already given that OM parallel to PQ. Okay, to prove two cases we have to prove, which is that the first one is PL equal to QM, LO equal to OM. Proof. PQRS is a parallelogram. That means PS parallel to QR. Right? Equation number 1. Also, LM parallel to PQ. Okay, PS parallel to QR means, implies, I should write, not equation number 1 now, implies PL parallel to QM. Equation number 1. Now second equation, LM parallel to PQ. It is given in the question. So from 1 and 2 what we can show? From 1 and 2 we will get two pair of opposite sides are parallel in the case of LMQP. So we can write that LMQP is a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal also. Not only parallel, opposite sides are equal. So what we can write? Therefore, PL equal to QM. Opposite sides of the parallelogram. Right? So we have proved the first part, PL equal to QM. Proved 1. So the first part we have proved. Now what is the second part? LO and OM are equal. LO means here, OM is here. That should be equal, we have to prove now, right? So what is the next part? We can write angle 1 equal to 2, angle 3 equal to 4 by the bisector property. Now we have proved PQML is a parallelogram. PQML is a parallelogram. If I mark one more angle, already 3 and 4 I marked, 5 let us take. So what about 2 and 5? 2 and 5 are also equal by the property of alternate interior angle. Just see. Right, because we have proved that PQML is a parallelogram. Angle 1 equal to 2. What is the reason I should write a bisector property? Now angle 2 equal to angle 5. Alternate interior angle. This implies, what is the conclusion from these two? Angle 1 equal to angle 5. Now in triangle LOP, angle 1 equal to angle 5 implies LO equal to LP. Okay, here I'll write L. LOP equal to LP only, right? So LP and LO are equal. Equation number 1, 2 already over. Now 3. I need here also proved 1 we have. Okay, 3 I'll make. Similarly, what we have to do? 3, 4 already there. Angle 3 equal to angle 4 bisector. Now let me put here 6, 5 already here, 6. Now angle 3 equal to angle 6. Which property now? Alternate interior angle. By this what you can write? 3 equal to 4, 3 equal to 6 implies angle 4 equal to angle 6. Now let us see the diagram once again. That is 4 and 6 are equal means which are the two sides equal? Angle 4 opposite to which side? OM. Angle 6 opposite to QM only. So what we can write? QM and OM are equal. In triangle OMQ, angle 4 equal to angle 6 implies QM equal to OM. Okay, so we got here LO equal to LP. So any confusion means I'll write the small letter L like this. LO equal to LP, right? It's not correct. We have to use a capital letter only for your convenience. Some children are told that they have the problem with angle sign. So don't confuse with L and angle sign. LO equal to LP we got in 3. Now equation number 4 we got here. Now we already proved in 1 APL equal to QM. See, I'll write the steps once again. Proved 1, that is our first part, PL equal to QM. Right? Now in equation 3, what we have proved? LO equal to LP. Now equation 4, QM equal to OM. Now what is the conclusion from this? PL equal to QM equal to OM. PL equal to QM equal to OM. So we got here PL and OM are equal, right? Now PL and QM are also equal and QM and OM are also equal. So what is the conclusion from this? Now this here PL is also equal to LO. Implies what we want, that much only we should write now. LOM equal to LO. So what we got? Proved 2. So with this today's class I am winding up. Practice more. Thank you.